a little bit better than people expect.
China will set up on the point early. They will dare South Korea to challenge the points just unlocked, so this is where the fight's really going to begin. And straight away, Sky gets flattened. Black Fury charges in. Carpe to flashbang to get the DC on late gun to all but secure this fight for South Korea. Oh, Matt, they were chomping at the bit to get started. And as soon as the bell rings, it's a knockout.
Yeah, you know, Gushue has been so good being
Deal with that at all. He was down to about 10 HP and had to jump out of the fight. He finds Carpe in the end, though. Sound barrier now being brought to bear for the Chinese squad. They've got that extra durability, and it goes a heck of a long way. Fury went over the edge. Fleta does fight Shy in the Brigitte battle, but it's going to be tough going here for Jonak and Co on the point. Gushue just pulls off for the time being, but Rally was used in the fight. Fleta giving the extra health and armor, and he gets himself another 2 kills. 3 kills for Fleta in that fight on the Brigitte. He'll love to see it.
As soon as they find Sky on his own, Fury jumps on him and they're going to be forced to use Transcendence.
Oh, the Deadeye catches him out. Carpe just needed the 1 kill. Happy enough with that. A Q for a McCree. We'll take that any day of the week. Lay down, obviously, over the edge. Evil Tal also getting it over quickly. And this is going to be a big issue for China. They cannot win the round by being passive. It's not as simple as getting a pick. Used defensively for China to keep that healing going. Sound barrier also applied, but Carpe waits it out with the Deadeye. China have to fold away from him. He doesn't find any kills with it, but he definitely controls the zoning. Earthshatter into a shield. Gushue, he had no other option. Risu for Lei Young now, and Fleta's going to push forward. Gushue starting up and pulled into the pit. No, he teeters on the edge for a paralyzing moment, and then Animo gets the job done. Shy's going to be overrun on that Brigitte, and that's about it. What a statement from the reigning world champions. A lot of damage from the backside there. I think he only realized that after it charged in. Now the EMP being applied. 3 people knocked up though. Carpe takes himself out with a right click, but Jonak has found 2. There is still a possibility here, but it's going to be tough with the Transcendence in play. Fleta, he gets turned to match as well. And Leave has definitely been finding his mark on the foreheads. Surge go immediately now, but the Transcendence is called into play. Oh, Meteor Strike. Animo gets flattened once again by Lee, but there's more work to be done. Fate lands on Evil Tal, takes him down, and Jonak from the side. It's a headshot for the Zenyatta. And you know he had to do it to him, Matt. Oh, dear. The recovery from South Korea, the employment of that Transcendence. Sometimes I think Jonak just loads into game.
Go in and engage. So maybe you see the EMP plus Shatter here in this closed hallway. There's going to be the EMP. It's pretty big.
Yeah, it gets the backline at the very least of South Korea. Gushue finds Fleta with the fire strike. Jonak, he will not be taken down. Carpe to the rescue. Big brother keeping his boy alive. And Jonak just chilling back on that payload with that Transcendence ready to go. Did you fully charged up? And you can see Lei Young gets that grab going. Transcendence immediately pulled out by Jonak here. Fury still does get desuited before the healing comes in, but it may not be an issue. Sound barrier now. South Korea want to get aggressive. It's a massacre. Oh no! They just collapse on China. Nothing left to do but the crying, man.
There, they just want to leave.
Tattoo you got in your teens and you can't get rid of, but that's the Earthshatter coming down now. Transcendence straight away being used, and yeah, the self-destruct catches Gushue out. He was running on empty in terms of his shield capacity for much of that fight, and they just couldn't hold up in the heat. Carpe now laying down the law, and they get over the line. South Korea. Oh dear. From Fleta in a few moments might be enough to tip the scales back in favor. It's coming in over the top. No, the shield was there. Crystal takes to the skies though. Now with that Dragon Blade once more. Does not find what he needs, but Fleta fell to Lei Young. Now South Korea, it's more just a token defense here they're trying to set up, and yeah. Avert your eyes if you're easily squeamish. The Chinese squad get their revenge and will take point A.
Yes, there the Genji pays off for Crystal, but you're only going to connect with Lei Young here, so you will get the DMAC, but China may be able to still push on this, and now you get the Transcendence out, so you're China, you can back out of this, try and build up some more ults.
Yeah, that must be done. Barrage's response, that's risky!
Get 2 though.
He still gets 2 despite the presence of the Diva in the defense matrix, and Fate's trying to follow up now and slow things down for China. He doesn't want to give them this opening, so now he's going to take damage on the low ground. Crystal knows he has to back away. It's very unlikely
they're not going to get another fight.
Too much more going here. They have to remain. The barrage is there. It's going to have to be a risky run. The self-destruct though, Crystal didn't quite know where it was, and it claimed Evil Tal. He was right behind Crystal. The Farah got the safety, but the Mercy was left out to dry, and now Fleta. Wax on, wax off, all the way to the bank. South Korea take map 2.
It's a much stronger effort for China in map number 2.
Gets a bubble, of course, given to him from Carpe, who's charging up towards that Graviton surge. Fleta once again is in the mix. This is a dangerous situation here for old mate Sky, as Fate just giving him a tickle from the high ground. China just being bundled out.
It's exactly what I was just talking about. They did not worry about getting to be a tremendous time here. South Korea can take this soon.
Jonak with 2 kills there as he's been given enough space to work. You can see the maestro pulling the strings right now. Lei Young ejected quickly, executed. Jonak standing back. Look how much health this guy has. He's like a tank that deals damage at the same time. It's just gross. 300. That armor there going a long way, and now he is just dishing it out. No one can stop this squad. And we should have known before. Had protruded slightly, so Lee was able to get the shot. Lee was pulled off of the high ground, though. There is fighting happening on the point currently. Crystal goes down to Jonak, Riptire. He's always going to get you a kill. And Flutter makes sure of that when Evil Tail falls and the D-sit on Lei Young, which means that China have pretty much no reason. A little bit faster, but South Korea need to do without him for the time being. Animo can't stand up on it. He's cut down. Jonak is the second. 2 supports and Fury down for the price of 1 blade, and Crystal can't be happier than that.
Speed boost and jump on in.
It needs to be some kind of burst. Now, I don't mind if Fate has to use a jump to get in here. And he has arrived. Oh, he is in town. The Graviton Surge and self-destruct. Everything you could ever want. South Korea have just flashed it for you here. And they still have more to show. Still have 2 support ultimates. Still have a Primal Rage. They are sitting pretty straight. Earthshatter comes in. Does affect at least Fate. He gets knocked down, but Crystal is removed very quickly. There's a Graviton there for Leap. This has to be the answer. This has to get him out of this tricky situation. Gooshway desperately tries to fire strike into the Graviton, but now the sound barrier. They're too tanky. There's too much health on South Korea. They can't be dragged down by this. Lei Young with a self-destruct on the point. No one dares to see it though, just for show at this stage. Fury's mech was removed, but that's about it. Lei Young suffers a similar fate in South Korea. Another notch in the belt. But at this rate, they'll be eating well tonight.
They have the blade, they have the nano. I think they're trying to figure out where the supports are.
Tries down. That's the Widowmaker battle won by Carpe. And that's 1 less player for South Korea to worry about. Now Flutter might just be finishing the job here. He gets stunned as he hits the ground. Crystal knocks him back desperately with that whip shot, but he will be hunted down. Just the 1 kill though, but Carpe's out here doing the rest of the work. Lei Young's on the payload, desuited. Carpe finds it. That ejected, that pilot diva model is very South Korea here, and also for China, they're trying to mirror each other as much as they can. China, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, but when you measure these 2 teams up, it looks like China struggling to get close. Crystal though, Dragon Strike getting rid of Jonak is a good start, and it will end the fight.
But yet again, you have this great combination. Genji Blade plus the nano boost available for South Korea in the next fight. Now China will probably play.
But Defense Matrix doesn't stop this kind of close quarters combat, and he forces that transcendence on out of Jonak. Animo goes down early in the fight. Shy finds the pick, but he's lost Crystal and Neve now. He's going to do something incredible in the backline, but the Snow Dome, the bubble, is keeping South Korea well protected from the long range damage of that Widowmaker. Fury gets a health pack, a repair pack, and is sent on in to get the job done. Shy is felled, and it looks like China will be struggling to contest this. They go once more. Gooshway drops in. Lee comes in with a transcendence. Splatter is a little low, so he backs away. Rally being used now. And a self-destruct in over the top. China pokes the heads out. Now the explosion is done. And Crystal just trying to get damage in from the door, but he can't commit physically to the area of the payload. Lei Young is down. Second checkpoint, South Korea.
And I love how, before we get that final fight on point B, some extra players spawning up here, some cleanup kills coming in.
Overtime still going. Fate manages to refresh it, but he's so low. Knocked towards the payload. Gooshway now getting a bit mad. King of the jungle, they say. And he's trying to claim his territory, but Fate's found Lei Young. He gets the charge and removes the diva. Self-destruct is in. South Korea now looking better and have a shot at finishing this map. Jonak finds Lee, long range. Get out of town! South Korea pushed through in the final moments, and China doesn't even bother. Just take a seat and accept their fate.
Flood on the cart. Fate does have Primal Rage. It'll be Valkyrie used here for China. Just trying to get that extra healing and also, the damage they can provide to everybody as well. Ooh. There goes Jonak. That's a big pick. He was just about to get Transcendence.
Fate using Primal Rage there is very interesting. He needs to get back to the payload because Crystal's going to cap it. Crystal knocked across the map. Evil Tail just trying to keep him alive, and it's being successful in doing so. I guess the rate of fire of those fits just isn't very high, and Fate has to give up his life trying to defend. This is a better look from China. This is a recovery. And they get that first, so immediately it's a rude awakening. Shunted and stunned as soon as he gets back up, but Shy has returned to the arena. Evil Tail brings him back to life, and this fight is far from done, but Carpe's in deep trouble. Gooshway wants him. He wants him bad. And he might get away with it too. It's so filthy, he gets a second. Over the top of Flatter, and there'll probably be 3 here if Fury is not going to be allowed to escape. Stunning Winston play here from China, and they are looking much better. A chance perhaps in the map.
They do use the Valkyrie here, trying to stay alive. Fleta now will go over to Wrecking Ball. So South Korea still wants
respite as they gather themselves now for what will be the final fight. Fury up to the high ground here in the self-destruct forces. Late Young to try and hide, but Lee can't get away. Eviltal will get the Resurrector and bring this Zenyatta back. This is China's Dragon Strike now. Flatter finds Gushue, though the Doom Fist coming out, but it's so aggressive it puts him right from the frying pan into the fire. And Shai have made a meal of it.
They got to get aggressive here, though, Mitch. The spawns are just going to keep coming up for South Korea. You see Shai here up on the high ground, able to lock some players in the spawn. And China will complete the map. They look so good with that sniper play. Really giving South Korea some trouble there. Now we're starting to see a game.
It's interesting. We talked before there's a result.
He has to. It's the only option he has. Is the self-destruct goes through. South Korea still contesting, but they lose Fury. That's big. You don't have that D.Va. There are no defense matrix. You see how low Fade's going. There'll be a Transcendence that keeps him alive for the time being.
That will answer the Dragon, but Arnamo hasn't been able to push out yet because he was forced away by the Dragon. But Fleta, he's going to take the direct approach. They get off the payload, though. They weren't able to keep it going.
They had players there too.
Yep.
They weren't getting pushed.
Pushing into the small room. Fate goes quite far. Gets holded back. Fury now tries to body block and gets desuited in with the Transcendence. They do not have a messed up D.Va now. Flatter just trying to get healing now with these swings. Trying to hold the fort. 1 minute left. But Fate's in the back line. It's gone into the cookie jar and there's nothing left.
And you're going to have to make some more changes. Like, you can't really play the Orisa here because you can't really push forward. They're going to have to change off of that. You're going to play Winston here. Only 50 seconds to go. Off of the card.
Can pressure the Reinhardt down a lot. Fate can't really just drop down on his ledger. He needs to stay here. Gushue's taking quite a lot of damage and Flatter goes in over the top. In South Korea, they're getting aggressive. Gushue's been taken down. Shai is also missing. Leave down to the southwest track, as is Crystal. There's nobody left for China. It's South Korea. Wave after wave of China has broken upon them and it's barely left a dent. Now, 2 seconds left. Gushue needs to get there, but he's moved on to high ground. Dominance reaffirmed for South Korea. They were doubted, making roster changes before this event, but the three-peat has been completed. The legacy is lengthened. The dynasty is strengthened. And all eyes on South Korea.